Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to go ahead and give my review over Love and Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion. Now, as I was watching this, I said, "Oh, I see why they wanted me to watch this." Yeah, I said, I see why they were in a rush for me to watch Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion Season 2, Episode 2. Y'all really want me to talk about Zell and Jonathan, and I am. Okay. All right. So listen, the episode basically starts off where it left off. Erica was, I think, with Mina, and I can't remember. And then it was Bobby, Zell, and Sin. And Bobby was telling a story about when, girl, this is what I said. I said, one thing the girls gonna do is put 20 on 10. Girl, Bobby said that Erica put a hit out on him. I said a hit. A hit, Bobby. A hit. A hit. A whole hit on you, Bobby. When I think of hits, I think of like bang, bang, shoot 'em up. Like, Bobby said Erica put a hit out on him. Long story short, Erica and Bobby, they eventually talk. And what it sounds like to me is, you never know who's telling the truth, but it sounds like Bobby invited a girl to a party. And I guess in some way he introduced the girl to Safari. But Bobby was cool with Erica. I'm going to be honest, if that was the case, I could see how Erica could be upset. Because if we supposed to be cool, you shouldn't be introducing anyone to my husband. Or if I just, if he's still my husband, or even if we just got a divorce, you shouldn't be introducing anybody to someone who I'm dealing with. Unless it's been just 15 years down the line and you like, hey girl, this girl want to talk to so-and-so. Do you mind? But I could see how Erica could be upset if that was the case. That's what I got from it. That again, from what I understand, sounds like Bobby was at a party. He invited a girl, and in the process, in the middle of the party, he introduced the girl to Safari. I guess Erica found out. I guess some people at the party told Erica, and I guess Erica was like, handle it. That's what it sounded like to me. Which is messed up because you just got your friend beat up, but I can see how Erica could be mad if you've been smiling and cheesing in my face, but you introducing another girl to my husband. Erica said in her confessional that she filed for divorce, but because she gave Safari his first son, he cannot date other women. If you file for divorce and y'all are in the process of getting a divorce, a lot of people start dating. I'm going to leave it at that. They start the game night. It pretty much starts thundering. The producer comes and tells them that they need to go inside. Amina and Tara talk. Amina says that she didn't know how deep the relationship with Tara really was. I've said this, and I'm going to say it again. While I get that in some situations, people know that people are married, but I also believe in a lot of these situations, especially when it comes to these men having these side chicks or these other people they're involved with, I really do think that they be telling lies to these women, right? And depending on how, much great of a smooth talker that they are, that can determine if that woman believes what he's saying. I believe that Amina didn't know the ins and outs of Tara. I believe that Peter was probably telling Amina something like, oh yeah, that's just my baby mama. We did it. And Amina was probably like, okay, well, they ain't together. And come to find out, they together. But you probably in love, head over heels with the man, and then had, been involved with him for 12 months and one baby on the way. So all I'm saying is that sometimes, a lot of times, these men be lying. Tara and Peter Amina and Peter are officially divorced. Amina wants to throw a divorce party, whatever. I already talked about Bobby and Erica. They talked about the situation. Zell says that he's bisexual. I'm just going to go ahead and tell y'all I don't believe it. Let's go ahead and talk about Zell and Jonathan. Zell is one of those gays, and I think that a lot of us have been in the same shoes as Zell, where he struggles with presenting himself as masculine as possible, although he has some effeminate traits. And once you put a little bit of, liquid courage in your system, once you put a little bit of that, that goose, that clear, that brown in your body, girl, sometimes she trickles on out. Okay? And you probably can't hide her like you was trying to hide her before you started drinking. Now you're ready to do the whole Beyonce single ladies routine, right? So I think that Zell is struggling with his sexuality. I think that Zell is not bisexual. I think that Zell is very much a homosexual. I think that Zell can't let go of what a lot of us are taught about having a wife and kids. Zell has an OnlyFans, and I want to know, for the people who have subscribed to Zell's OnlyFans, is it a bitch in sight? Because from what I understand, they over there fucking and sucking. Now, I could be wrong. Men. Okay? But even with that being said, even if he was engaging in sex with women on his OnlyFans, I don't think that Zell is a straight man. I don't think that he's a bisexual man. I think that Zell is gay. I think that Zell has a lot of internalized homophobia in him. I think that Zell is a type of person that when he gets around straight men, he has to butch it up. And if there are gay men around him that are really effeminate, it makes him uncomfortable. That's why he says the things like, "You're too gay." But girl, there are at least 3 or 4 instances in this episode where, girl, I could tell that Zell was a punk. When he was walking down that beach with that arch in his back, twisting for the world to see, girl. I think that Zell thinks that he's more masculine presenting than he really is. I understand exactly what Jonathan was trying to say. We're not going to play this game of you not being able to tell if somebody is gay. While it may be ignorant, and while sometimes your assumption may be incorrect, you can look at a lot of people and tell if they're gay. Again, it might sound ignorant, and sometimes you may be incorrect. So this whole thing of I can walk into a room and you can tell I'm black, there are a lot of people within the community where we can walk into a room and automatically get clocked. There are a lot of people that can talk on the phone, and by their voice, people will assume that they may be one of the girls. So we're not going to play this game of, oh, I'm black before I'm gay before I'm black. Because the truth of the matter is, for me, I was born gay. I was born black. I came into this world gay and black at the same time. When I walk into a room, depending on who you are, you might see me being a punk first, or you might, my identifier might be a black person. For a lot of black people, they don't identify us as black first. When they know that we are gay, our identifier is, I saw a gay dude. Oh, he gay, he this. I know I'm about to go off into a rant. Because if they really believe that our blackness came before our sexuality, we wouldn't even have to have a conversation about our sexuality. It wouldn't be none of this, oh, this and this and this. No. They put our sexuality before our blackness. Anyways, I'm going off into a rant. Let me bring it back on in. Jonathan had every right to be offended. Because I would have been too. Because at the end of the day, Zell, while you may get a pass on being more masculine presenting than Jonathan, right? You not fooling me. again, I remember at least probably 4 times in this one episode where, girl, I could clock Zell. Like, oh, girl, there she go. Or she one of the girls. And then he even made a comment about Jonathan is more gayer than me or something like that. I don't think Jonathan, the thing is, and I'm just going to be honest, when it comes to like the Saucy Santanas, when it comes to like the Bobby Lights, right? Being gay is not, some people all the way over here, some people all the way over here, some people in the middle, some people here, you know what I'm saying? But to sit here and try and act like you better than the girls who may be more effeminate is insulting. It is. We could go on a whole rant about how while the girls in the community always want to talk down on the girls who may be, and don't get it twisted, I was there before too. I was one of those girls who was walking around here thinking I was more masculine than what I was, right? And one of my friends had to check me like, girl, you're really not giving all what you think you're giving. Okay? So, girl, we all go through this, right? A lot of us do. But the truth is, while we try to look down on, I know I'm going on a whole rant. While we try to look down on the girls who may be more effeminate than others, they really are the ones who lead the way, right? They really were the ones who were putting up the good fight for all of us to try to have some type of equality. I know, girl, that's a whole nother speech for a whole other day, but I just want to go ahead and sit that out there. So while Zell's sitting here, it's always the dudes who want to be macho and this and that, but girl, you really wasn't doing shit, right? It was the Marsha P. Johnson, you know, the trans girls, the trans women, the non-binary, the effeminate girls. Those are the girls who were trying to make sure. Girl, see, let me shut up, girl, because I can go on about that. All right. But yeah, I know that took up most of this review. I just think that Zell needs to do some real deep searching. Because Zell, again, you're not as masculine as you think that you are. You one of the punks. You look like one of the punks. You walk like one of the punks, girl. And when you get a little look in your system, girl, the mannerisms creep on out, okay? You not a nigga like you think you a nigga. And you can sit here and try to pull that, oh, I'm black before I walk in the room. Yeah. Depending on who looking at you, they might say you black before you gay. But there are a lot of people, if you just a Saucy Santana, somebody like that, your blackness and your gayness walking in the room at the same time. People get confused on what to say first. Is he black or is he gay first? Right? Anyway, child. Amina, I put this dumb. Why are you explaining to Peter that you and Cisco never really did nothing? That ain't none of his business. The last person I would be explaining to anything about what I did or who I did it with is somebody who had a wife and a girlfriend. Girl, bye. One thing I don't like about Amina and Tyra already is they still have some undying loyalty to Peter. You see Tyra saying last time, basically, my defenses go up with so-and-so. Girl, fuck Peter. You see Amina sitting here trying to explain. I want to explain shit. Go ask your homeboy what we did. Because as far as I'm concerned, I don't give a damn if he tell you we fucked or not. Okay, I know what happened. Zell is also the type of person where I felt like if he was hanging around a group of people, like he wouldn't, and like, for example, if the straight guys in the group started to try and fight Bobby or Jonathan, he would make excuses he would come up with an excuse of why they wanted to fight Bobby and Jonathan. Well, maybe if y'all weren't acting so gay, they wouldn't feel so uncomfortable and beat y'all up. That's the type of person Zell is. Like, I would not want to hang around somebody like Zell, especially when it comes to straight spaces. Because I know that my safety will be at risk, and he would not be the person to back me up at all. Because he identifies as straight. He says he's bisexual. Zell ain't bisexual. Girl. Zell is a punk. Hell, even Zell, Bobby, Cynthia, every girl on the beach had a crop top on. Right. All right. Cisco beefing with everybody. Safari pulls up. He tries to make an entrance. He speaks to everybody except for Erica. You know, oh, baby. That other girl. What's her name? Brooke Valentine. I know for sure Marcus cheated on me while I was pregnant. And I know for sure you stayed. So, girl, shut up. Don't nobody want to hear that. Y'all make excuses for these men. All of a sudden, it's, oh, he had a weak boy moment. Well, you have a weak girl moment. You go out there and hop on the dick and do a full split and see how fast he leave you in that goddamn baby. But you not. Because you so busy trying to have a man and have a marriage that you just gonna make excuses for him going out and sleeping with a woman and coming back and putting his penis in you. And you let him. But he had a weak boy moment. No, he just didn't give a fuck because he knew your ass was gonna be stupid enough to stick around. That's what that come down to. All right. Safari was hugging Rich. I said, baby, Safari don't know, girl. Rich had his hands almost in between Erica's thighs just today. But we're going to leave it alone, though, because at this point, girl, Erica don't owe Safari a goddamn thing, girl. As much as Safari been cutting up out in these streets, girl, I wish I would be worried about what he got to say about some nigga putting his hand between my thighs. Girl, bye. That was pretty much it. I'm done. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.